1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. It's important to point out that what I'm sharing right now is preliminary information and is subject to change, but seeing that this is unfolding in Old Town, a place that sees a lot of vehicular and foot traffic, we want to kind of update you on what's unfolding right now. So I can share that at approximately 12:15 this afternoon, Central Precinct officers responded to the area of Northwest 3rd and Gleason on reports that an adult male was pointing a gun at passersby. About 2 minutes later, more reports came in that this individual was firing his gun. A short time later, this male suspect got onto a TriMet bus that was occupied by, of course, the operator and an unknown number of passengers. We believe at this point that the male suspect ordered the passengers on the bus to exit the bus. At that point, the individual with the firearm demanded that the operator drive him around this neighborhood. The bus ended up back in this general area behind me, 3rd and Gleason, and eventually the driver was allowed to get off the bus, and it's our belief that the suspect tossed the gun off the bus. We have recovered a firearm, and at this point, the male suspect is still on the bus, held up on there. We have obviously a large response. We have some of our crisis negotiators out here, and we are working to bring this individual into custody safely and peacefully.
Obviously, this could have gone way worse right out the gate. How do you feel about him having people off and just him on the bus?
We are incredibly fortunate that the passengers and the operator were let off the bus physically unharmed. As you can imagine, this had to be a terrifying situation for everyone involved. And again, right now, the focus of the Portland Police Bureau is getting this suspect into custody safely and peacefully.
Obviously, this is disturbing downtown, but is there any danger to the public right now or not?
I can never say that there's no danger to the public, but we believe that we have this scene contained, and anyone that would be in harm's way is not.
Is he still armed with any other weapons? Do you know?
Like I said, we did recover one firearm, but since he is on the bus and we do not have personnel on the bus with him, we do not know for certain that he is unarmed, and you can say that is why we are taking all the precautions we are.
Any injuries?
We do not believe that anyone was physically harmed, but again, mentally, most certainly. This was a very terrifying incident for everyone involved.
Were there families, children, do you know?
I don't have any of that information at this point.
How large was the PBB response? Like how many units and officers?
Oh gosh, that's way too early for me to tell, but I mean, just looking around, we have upwards of 2 to 3 dozen folks out here.
Do you mind restating the timeline a little bit, like what time it first started, where it started?
Yeah, and I'll just look at my notes to make sure we're accurate here. So about 12:18, we have reports of a male pointing a gun at passersby in the area of Northwest 3rd and Gleason. About 12:20, reports of shots fired in the area. And then really moments later, the reports started coming in that there was a male with a gun on the bus. Passengers are ordered off. Then the operator is asked to drive around the area, which he did, and then eventually he was let out, and the gun was tossed out, and that's where we stand right now.
As far as motives, was he making any demands? Is he currently making any demands?
I'm not aware of any of that at this point.
We could hear some stuff on a megaphone. Was that you guys still trying to negotiate with him?
Absolutely. Yeah, the PPB personnel out here right now are specially trained to handle situations like this. They are part of our crisis negotiation team, and they're using every tool at their disposal to try to get this individual into custody safely and peacefully.
What described the perfect wrap-up for this for you guys, how this ends?
The perfect ending to this, the perfect ending to this is, like I said, getting this individual into custody safely and peacefully. It's been a traumatic couple of hours for a number of folks, especially the folks on that bus, whether you were a passenger, the operator, for people in this neighborhood that, saw him pointing his gun at people, then firing his gun. Incredibly traumatic. So we want to get this individual into custody safely and peacefully. All right.
Is he talking?
I have no information on that.
What type of tactics have you guys used so far to try and get him off the bus?
I don't want to get into that. Thank you for that question.
Are they talking to you guys at all? Is there?
I don't want to get into that at this point.
Is CERT been deployed at this point?
No, CERT is at another incident, and we are consulting with them, so they're aware of the situation, and if needed, they can come out here. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I'll give you more information when I get it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.